Welcome to the Deborah Kennedy Show. Tonight, as my special guest, I have the biggest queen bee in Charlotte, Miss Keenan McGrath. I'm so excited to have you on the set, girl.
Thank you so much.
So I met you at a recent event, and I was just in awe of all the things that you do. Like, you are just this burst of energy, and we always are looking for women that empower other women. So you touched me with that first meeting, but I loved your energy, but I also like your story. So I want to hear about from going from the mosquito business to being a beekeeper, the queen bee.
Well, so I do have a mosquito control business, and mosquito control is we are using some chemicals, some pesticides, and so while that's very, very helpful for protecting people from mosquito-borne illnesses and making it enjoyable to be outside, there is a chance for residual effect on other pollinators, and so what I thought is I have to find a way to kind of counterbalance. And really, I had seen an interview years ago where Bill Gates said that he gave a certain amount of money to environmental charities in order to offset his carbon footprint. And I thought, well, how can I do that? Not being a millionaire, how can I do that? So I thought, let me find a way to support the bees. So I got in touch with some local beekeepers and started learning more about bees, learning more about their habits, what it is that I can do to protect them as much as possible within my company. And then the more I learned about them, they're so fascinating, I started wanting to raise them myself. And so I took on a project to have my own beehive. It is pink.
I love it. And you have a pink suit.
It's pink. I have a pink suit.
I love it. Of course.
So the honey out of that beehive is far more fabulous than anyone else's honey.
Of course, Dawn, you're the queen bee.
And yes, I brought you a little sample.
Thank you.
But it is. It's just fascinating how they work together. And the idea is a hive is all female bees. The drone bees stay outside. All female bees, and they all just kind of know what it is they're supposed to do to make the hive survive.
Right.
Some of them work on making new bees. Some of them work on making wax. Some of them do all of these things. And I thought, gosh, that's really how I live in my community, with the women in my neighborhood, with the people at work, with the people at your church. You have your hives,
right? Absolutely.
And without them, without somebody to call and say, hey, oh my gosh, can you get my kid from the bus stop? I'm not going to be there. Or hey, I forgot to drop off this. Can you get it? We wouldn't make it. And so I thought of this idea of we're living a hive life, and so I want to use the company to promote pollinator research and help support it, but also I'm looking at some local charities too and inviting other creators to be a part of it. I'm partnering with other brands to come up with new products all the time and really just kind of celebrate community in a
I
hive.
love that, because it really is about community. And when you talk about how women all work together, and as a community we all work together,
Right.
And it's so empowering because we lift each other up and help each other, and it is similar to exactly what you're talking about.
Right.
Working together in the bee community.
That's right. That's right. I mean, listen, in a hive, there's one queen bee. In life, some days you're the queen bee, some days you're the
Right.
worker bee. But, without having everybody in it together, we would just be kind of alone on an island, and that would be sad.
That would be sad, Keenan.
It would be sad.
It would be sad. I love
Right.
that. So we're going to take a quick break and look at some of your amazing pictures as you are the pink bee, queen bee. And then we're going to come back and see what we can talk to that you're going to change the world. Charlotte, next city to a bigger community. We'll be right back. And now we're back with Keenan, the real queen bee. Keenan, I'm so excited to have seen all those great pictures of you. And I love when I met you that you were a woman that had it all. You have a great career, you have children, you're married, you just like have this great life, but you want more. So do you think that women really do have to sacrifice anything to have it all?
I think women have to sacrifice a lot of things to have it all. I believe that you can have it all, you just can't necessarily have it all at the same time. So this has been a growth process. I started my business, it was small. I still have to do other things to make ends meet, but I grew it and I grew it and I tried new things and I experimented and I went to networking opportunities and I made new contacts and I gave myself grace and time to learn and grow. And now here I am 5 years into the mosquito business. And I've been able to start the honey business as well with all those new contacts. And as my kids have gotten older, they've been able to help me with all the parts of the business. My husband helps with parts of the business. But it has been a process, and you have to be able to see the forest through the trees and not expect it all to happen in an instant.
Right. But I love what you said because I do think there are sacrifices. And I do think, like exactly what you said, you can't have it all at the same time, but it's all in God's timing. And I do feel like things and people are in your life for a reason and sometimes for a season. And you have to have patience and grace.
Right.
So what I love too about you is that you lift up other women. You feel like the room is big enough for all of us. You don't
Absolutely.
feel like that you have to be the only shining star, because at different times in our lives we are the shining stars, and then you have to help other people to feed that seed to be the shining star.
That's right. And I've made some contacts recently with women who have their own companies. They do something maybe side by side with what I do. We work together to form a new product that I have out, or to do things like this, or networking events or community events. And I spend time meeting women thinking of, okay, who do I know that can help this person? Because you having a wonderful career takes nothing away from me having a wonderful career. If we can do something together, that's even better. But I've truly found in this whole owning a business process that women they can't necessarily help me physically, like work for me physically all the time, but they will immediately start thinking of who they know, who they can connect me with, how they can help me with the resources they have, even if they've just met me. And I think that's kind of an instinctive hive mind thing for
I like
women.
it, hive mind.
Yes.
Hive-minded. Yes.
So,
but that's the world that we live in. I think the majority of it is people, by human nature, want to help other people. Because we just do. I mean, we're empaths, most of us, and you want to help the other person, lift them up and help their career and help them get started, which is a wonderful place to be. And I think when you do things like you do to help others, then it makes your life more enriched.
oh, absolutely. I have so many contacts, there would be no reason for me to know these people on earth, and now I'm involved in their lives because we're working together on projects, or just because they like to follow along and see what my business is doing. I like to see what their business is doing.
Exactly.
Give each other ideas. You see somebody doing something great on social media and you go, hey, did that work? Or how did you make that real? And it's great. We help each other out.
It's empowering. It's just empowering, and it's making a difference. Well, I'm excited for you. I knew I wanted to have you as a guest when I first met you, and I love what you're doing, with being the queen beekeeper. And I love that you're making an imprint, in our area, but also on the bigger picture. So thank you so much, and so
thank
much good luck
you.
to you with all that you're doing.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Aw. Keenan, she is not only the queen bee, but she's making a difference and buzzing everywhere here in Charlotte.
If you are in the fashion, art, or entertainment industry and would like to be a guest on The Deborah Kennedy Show, just go to DeborahKennedyShow.com and you could be a guest just like me.
Tonight, I have a very special guest. Are you a social media person? Do you wonder how these people post so many social media pictures and stories? Well, my guest, Nila Gorden, is going to walk us through the ABCs of social media status. How are you, gorgeous?
I am doing great, beautiful.
You look fabulous.
Thank
darling.
you.
How are you?
I'm doing good.
Good.
Yes.
So I follow you on Instagram, and you are what I call an Instagram expert.
Yes.
So walk us through the ABCs of how to do what you do, become a social media influencer.
Okay, so first I would recommend like you find out your niche.
Right.
So really find out like what you're into, and then off that you can start to make content based off that. So
Right.
like say you're into cooking, maybe show yourself making your favorite meal, or visiting a grocery store.
Right.
It's certain things you can do like within your niche that'll help you create a huge audience on social media.
So I love you. You're a beauty expert. So you have so many companies send you beauty products, and you try the beauty products. And if you like it, you talk about it. But you also buy a ton of your own products.
Yes.
Because you're not going to recommend something that you wouldn't use. But you shared with me it's about content, trying to post daily, correct?
Exactly. Consistency is key. Like a lot of people, they say consistency and all that, and a lot of people think it's kind of cliche,
Right.
but that's it. That's like the main key is consistency, and like you're putting out high quality stuff.
Right.
So it doesn't matter like if you have a little bootleg camera or like a little phone, put
Right.
something out, because
Right.
you're definitely gonna grow a fan base, and some people are gonna relate to you.
So I love that you said that, because I wouldn't post every day. Number one, I'm too lazy to post every day. But number two, because I would think people would get tired of seeing my content. So you're saying no, they don't. Now,
They
do they
don't.
want to see pictures, or do they want to see products that you're using, or do they want to see your niche? What are they looking for?
I would say a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely being very genuine about it too, though,
Right.
because like a lot of people like they get into selling stuff instead of like it
Right.
really being something that they're really into.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely think like when you're genuine with it, people will not get tired of you.
So you do live footage. So you get in front of your camera and you're just real, and you talk about whatever you want to talk about, beauty
Yes.
products.
Yes, correct.
Right.
Yes, I do like, quick little beauty tutorials, little hauls. Like some
Right.
of the products I get sent in the mail, I'll do a like unboxing video, things like that.
Right.
And it's just really helped me grow in there, and you
Right.
get real popular.
Yeah, it gives you some definitely a confidence boost too, right?
Yes, definitely, definitely.
And you were saying also that you need to do a lot of hashtags.
Yes.
So hashtag Charlotte, hashtag whatever the beauty product, hashtag what you said, do 100 nails, whatever
Yes.
it is. Like,
Explore page. That's
Right.
a real popular one. 'Cause
Explore
that's like
page?
yes, explore page. That's like where everybody can kind of see like a touch of everything that's going on the
Right.
internet.
Uh-huh.
Like they'll see like, cooking, fishing, like beauty, hair on the explore page. It's like a little bit
Explorer
of everything.
page?
Right.
So
explore
hashtag
page.
Explore page.
Yes.
Oh, so everybody
That's a
needs
real
to tag
popular
that.
one.
Explore
Yes.
page. So it's always interesting to keep fresh content, is what you're saying.
Yes,
Yes. So
definitely.
it doesn't matter if you're grandma that's out there doing some shag lessons, or it doesn't matter if you're a guy that's, cross-dresser, or a girl that wants to try basic products. It's all about sharing. Now, not everybody has that gift, right? That wants to share.
True.
It's
True.
a special group, right?
Yes. Some people, they're just good, for watching it. They might see
Right.
something that they like for like Christmas, the holidays are coming up, and they might purchase it. Social media might work good for them that way.
Right.
It's not for everybody, but
Right.
if you really do want to get into it, definitely recommend like you get into your niche, focus on the hashtags, the great times to post.
What
Even
are
if
the
it's-
great times to post? Do tell.
I would say the great times to post would definitely be like on a Monday when people are kind of like tired, the weekend, they're scrolling on the internet, they're
Right.
at work, they're kind of
Right.
bored and stuff.
Mondays.
Yes,
I heard
or like
Mondays. I heard
Fridays.
weekends are not
Yeah.
good
Yeah.
because everybody's like, nah, they're out doing their thing.
Right,
So Mondays,
right.
and then I heard there was another day. Is it
Like Friday.
Fridays? Yeah.
Yes.
Mondays and Fridays.
Yes.
Well, I follow you. I had to have you on because I just think you're the best.
Thank
Your
you.
content's really good, but you're always about helping others too.
Yes,
To grow
always.
their fan base. So
Yes.
thank you, Nila, for stopping
You're
by the set. And
welcome.
I know you get all these great products. So, girl, one day you're going to be the number one influencer in the world. So we can say we had you
thank
right
you.
here on the Deborah Kennedy Show.
Thank
So
you.
thank you, gorgeous.
Thank you, beautiful.
Aw. So you too can be an influencer, or just know how to do the ABCs of influencing and posting on Instagram and all the other social media modems. Want to get famous? Just hashtag Instagram yourself.
To view this entire episode or to view other past episodes, please visit our podcast site at DeborahKennedyShow.com.
Tonight, we're talking about a very sensitive subject, human trafficking. And I have a very special guest, Dina Beltran, with me tonight. And you are a minister, and you lead Prayer Line. And trafficking is such a big, big business, unfortunately, now. And Charlotte and the surrounding area is in the top 10 in the country, correct?
It is correct. It's a $95 billion a year. I mean, that's
a lot.
Money. That's a lot.
So I think it's so tragic and sad that it is such a big area that's targeted. But it's because, as we talked before we started, it's in malls, it's in gas stations, it's targeted areas where there are no daycares, where there are going to be children, easy targets. And when we tell our children to be safe, you don't really think they're going to be stolen and sent off to another country for whatever reason. Sometimes it's for sex trafficking. Sometimes older people are not older people, but women are taken for body parts. So it's all these different things. So it's really scary. But what I have you as a guest tonight is once they come over the border, or once you find out that they have been trafficked, for sex, you counsel them. You talk to them about how to overcome that, which has to be a very sensitive subject for you. So talk to me about that, Dina.
It is. It's very difficult because once they are rescued, they are in a lot of pain. I mean, they're scared. And so, we have to do is we take them and we take them to a safe house, and we have special counselors that counsel them and clean them up and just do physical therapy. But it takes a lot. I mean, it takes months and months and months. And it's very difficult because they won't open up to you. They're too scared. They're like, should I trust this person? Because they've been, there's a young girl that she was 15 and she was sold 150 times in 1 month. Sold, and we Operation Underground went and rescued her, and just brought her back, and it was very hard. It takes years, not even months, years for counseling and help, and just help them get back to their normal selves. Which,
and I'm sure that's you're never gonna get back to yourself.
You will not.
But but your company, your ministry, does such a good job counseling and trying to help, because there has to be PTSD. There just has to be some trauma, there. And to have been sold 150 times in 1 month, you're programmed. You're just a sex object, and at such an early age.
Yes.
So I'm sure there's some intervention and a process, no matter what age, because some of them are children, correct?
Yes, some of them,
children.
They start, I think they're like 10 years old, the youngest. From 10 all the way up to probably 18 or 19. So between those ages, they're sold over and over and over. So it does take they're like I said, they're traumatized, they're hurting, they're scared. So it takes a toll on them, and it's gonna be hard for them, definitely. So.
And you were saying that it's not just one group that targets the kidnapping and the stealing. It's many groups, because they know that it's possible. We're going to take a quick little break and show some of your volunteering and the great things you do with your ministry, and then we're going to come back and talk about some ways that we as a community can help.
Yes, thank you.
We're going to take a quick look at these photos. And now we're back with Dina. What amazing volunteerism that you're reaching out to the communities. So volunteer under Operation Underground.
Yes.
It is how you are giving back by helping these people that were taken and sex trafficked to get back to their roots and get back to some normality, correct?
Yes,
So
that's
tell me a
correct.
little bit about that.
Well,
Operation Underground.
Operation Underground, yes. Well, Operation Underground, it's very well known in all through the whole entire world. And the people that the children that are rescued, they are the ones that we bring in again, like I had said before, and they're giving counsel and they're helping them out. But Operation Underground really needs help. And when I say helps, I'm talking about money wise, so that's why I'm doing all the volunteer that I'm doing, I'm doing it out of my good old heart.
That's what a volunteer is.
That's
girl.
what a
You
volunteer
your time and
That's
services.
right. That's right.
Yes.
And all the monies that there are, people donate to Operation Underground Railroad, that money is to use for more missions to rescue more children. So we're doing this. This is something that it's cost $50,000 to $70,000 a month to go on missions and rescue those children and help them with therapy. We also have a safe house. A safe house, which is very important because a lot of times that the people that think they own the children, they're looking for them,
Right.
and they're like, no, this little girl is worth $20,000-$50,000 a week or a month, so they're looking for them. So they have a safe house for them, and so all the monies go toward helping these children be safe. And it's a very dangerous
Mission. It's a very dangerous
Yes,
mission.
thank
It
you,
is.
thank you.
And I'm
It is.
sure they feed to you, like, you have these sources that can tell you it's probably standard. They probably move from location to location.
Yes,
But I'm
definitely.
sure there are spies out there that will tell you,
Yes.
there are
Yes.
so many in this town and so many in this town because they move. But I'm sure, the word on the street is where they are moving to, correct?
Exactly. And another thing is that they know these people that take these children, they know the area really well. So you don't want to take them to that city. If you take them, move them to another state. So that's it's just the good thing about Operation Underground Railroad is that it's, like I said, it's worldwide, and they have so many different safe houses in different states. So those children are safe. And that's what that's what we work is to keep those children safe. Yeah.
So what I think is tragic and sad, your children that are 9, 10,
goodness.
11, 12 years old, you can watch them.
Oh, yes.
But when a girl turns 14 or 15 or even 16, probably 14 would be prime.
Yes.
They're going to want to go to the malls. They're going to want to walk with their friends. And you just don't know. I'm sure they're being targeted, certain girls, probably certain looks. I'm not sure.
Yes, it is. It is certain looks, definitely. They look for, it depends. It depends that person that wants to buy them.
Right.
They want someone blonde with blue eyes or brunette with or Hispanic or, African American or any nationality. They say, I want you to find this girl for me and we'll give you, $500,000. Believe it or not, that's what,
I believe it.
And so,
Right.
they go and they target them. So, yes, the malls is the number one place. Here in Charlotte, unfortunately, Concord is the number one region.
Wow.
And Concord outlet malls is where they target different kind of, girls. And like you said, it's from 13, 14, 15. It's about that age range. Yeah, that they're looking.
Well, I'm so glad that you shared the story and what you're doing and what we can do to
Thank you.
help. So thank you for stopping by the set. It's very tragic, but we're
It
one of
is.
the top 10 cities, so
It is.
it's so great, and I'm so honored that you shared the story
Thank
so
you
that
for
those out
having
there
me.
can be aware.
Yes.
Not only can they help with your foundation, but they also can be aware and watch their children.
Definitely. Yes, yes.
So thank you, Dina.
Thank you so much, Deborah, for having me.
So what a heavy topic tonight, but it's a real topic. It's something that's happening in our world, and it's only going to get bigger and bigger. So be aware, watch your children, and if you can, reach out and help this foundation.
If you are in the fashion, art, or entertainment industry and would like to be a guest on the Deborah Kennedy Show, just go to DeborahKennedyShow.com and you could be a guest just like me.
Hi, I'm Valerie from V Faith Yoga, and today I'm going to show you how to fold it forward. So fold bends are really good for your back. They're a nice release for your hip joints and your back and your lower back. And so let's get started. I'm going to show you a few poses that you can do to release those back muscles, especially at the end of the day. So on the first one, you're just going to inhale your arms straight up toward the sky. Point your fingertips. Exhale, just fold your body forward. So you can bend your knees here. Just get your hands down to the mat. And if you'd like, you can start to straighten out your legs here. Or you can just stay here with your knees bent. Good. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Oh, so just releasing those back muscles. One more time. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, releasing forward. Good. So from here, we're going to inhale all the way up. And exhale, bring our hands down to our sides. Now, another version of this that you can do is put your legs out to a wide leg stance. So from here, you're pressing down into the knife edges of your feet. Really important that you're pressing down into those knife edges. And from here, inhale your arms up over your head. Exhale, fold forward here, releasing your back. So you feel different muscles release at this point. Inhale, lift your back up to a nice flat spine. Exhale, release down. So you're also feeling a nice stretch in your hip flexors here. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release down. One more time. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, releasing down. Now, one thing I want to mention here is if you feel too much pressure in your knees, you can always put a micro bend in your knees. So we're going to do one like that. So just inhale, lengthen your spine here. Exhale, releasing down. Good. Now straighten your knees straight out. Bring your arms up above you. Good. Look up toward the sky. And just release your hands down by your sides. So hopefully this will show you how to do a couple of the forward folds. It will release your back, relax you at the end of the day. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste.
To view this entire episode or to view other past episodes, please visit our podcast site at DeborahKennedyShow.com. You can view the complete episodes right on the website or subscribe to the show via iTunes or your favorite podcatcher. Thanks for watching.
Created to